Eric Barnfind here with Forest River Class A diesel motorhomes, and today I'd like to showcase you guys the Berkshire XL 40C. What makes this a Berkshire XL, it all starts with the platform. Everything that we build is going to be featured on a Freightliner XTR platform. For the Berkshire XL, what we do is the 380 option for the motor, and what that means to you as a consumer is that this is going to have that raised rail platform, but more importantly, it's going to have an 8.9 liter Cummins ISL in the rear. That motor is going to be tuned to 380 horsepower, but more importantly, 1,150 foot-pounds of torque. There's a couple unique features on this platform that we spec it and how it's built. Starting up front here, you're going to have the radar box for Freightliner's Road Watch system. What this box is going to do is it shoots a radar signal out front, so as I'm driving down the interstate, I can have features like adaptive cruise control. Next, as we walk down to the side of the coach, what you're going to see is Freightliner's new V-Series suspension system. What that means is that Freightliner for years has been running the V-Ride rear suspension on their coaches, but starting this next year, what they've started doing is adding this VFS up front in their suspension. What the VFS does is it helps elongate that front suspension to, number one, reduce body roll, just like V-Ride did. Number two, reduce that brake dive effect. And number three, really give that stability that you're looking for when you're driving a coach. This coach is going to mimic an independent front suspension with that VFS up front here in the rear. This 380 platform is also going to feature a 100-gallon fuel tank. And as we move down the side of the coach, let's look at some of the basement storage that this coach is going to offer. So one nice thing about having a diesel motorhome is it's going to maximize the amount of exterior storage space you're going to find in the basement. This coach, as it sits here, is going to have about 220 cubic feet of exterior storage. If you notice, you're going to have the nice slide-out tray right here, while you'll still get some other bays that continue to pass through along the coach. Right above here, I'm going to have my outside entertainment system. That outside entertainment system on a Berkshire XL is going to consist of a 40-inch LED TV coupled up with a JBR soundbar. This will be a smart TV. It also is wired to any devices that you would have in the coach, such as a satellite dish or even the Starlink option that you could have for streaming. One other thing I always like to point out as we walk around the coach is going to be our full body paint job. If you notice, this is going to, as I run my fingers across here, I'm not going to feel those paint lines. This is going to be a full buff and skim paint job. It's going to be a BASF paint with 4 layers of clear coat. In the rear here, you're going to have that V-Ride rear suspension. Once again, it's really going to help reduce that body roll effect. When I talk about that body roll effect, what do I mean? I mean, if I'm in a heavy crosswind or if I'm getting off the interstate on that bell crank turn, I'm not going to feel like the coach wants to tip over on me. The other unique thing about our Berkshire XL product line is we actually spec it to where you have all-wheel disc brakes. What's that do for you? Well, that increases your tow capacity here in the rear. So most 380 platforms out there in the market will have a 10,000-pound true tow rating. This Berkshire XL is actually going to have a 15,000-pound tow rating. And we're going to couple that up with Freightliner's brake sync system. Now, if we look up top, what you're going to find is you're going to find the rear backup camera. And as we walk around to the driver's side of the coach, let's point out some of the convenience features. Like all our coaches, our Berkshire XL product line is going to feature a power cord reel that helps you extend your camping season. It's not so cumbersome now to get that power cord back in on those cold mornings when you're looking to leave. Now let's jump up to our plumbing bay. Our plumbing bay is probably what makes us more unique than any other manufacturers in our price range, because what we like to do is run a water manifold system. So if you notice, everything's separated, hot on one side, direct point-to-point connections, then cold on the other side, also direct point-to-point connections. What that does is that's going to help equalize your water temperature and equalize your water pressure, and it just makes it more convenient when you're using the coach. Let's talk about our overhead mounted mirrors. If you notice, on all your Berkshire product lines and included in this Berkshire XL, you're going to have an overhead mounted mirror. The nice thing about having an overhead mounted mirror is that it's going to help increase your visibility when you're actually using the mirrors driving the coach. You're also going to have a lane changing camera that's actually up into the mirror that's going to be trigger activated when looking to change lanes. The other nice thing about this is that with an overhead mounted mirror, I have one less headbanger to worry about as I'm walking around the coach. So we're standing now inside of the Berkshire XL 40C. What makes this coach a Berkshire XL is going to be the hand-laid porcelain tile floor. It's going to actually be a heated tile floor. You're also going to find that you get a bigger refrigerator with the 23 cubic foot French door style. Let's go ahead and open this up. If you notice, you got a water canister in the door. And then your bottom freezer, you're going to have an ice maker, and plenty of room for those items that you'd like to keep cold or frozen. One of the other things that makes this a Berkshire XL is going to be you get a dishwasher standard in your kitchen. Now this interior of this coach is going to be slate cabinetry with a shadow gray interior fabric is what it's going to be. What's great about this floor plan is that it's going to be a bath and a half bunkhouse floor plan. Let's kind of explain the floor plan here for a second. You got your dinette up front here right behind the cockpit next to your sofa. What's unique about us building this floor plan is that this sofa, if I don't make it theater seats, is going to be a true height-of-bed sofa. So that's going to be a great area to sleep another second set of adults. Now across from the main sofa, you're going to get your 46-inch LED TV. You'll get your sound bar below that. You'll have your 4x4 matrix box below that. And then you'll also get a fireplace that is not only going to work for heat, but also the ambience of this coach. So if we look at this coach, I got a bunch of kitchen space on one side, and then I have seating on the other side. It really makes this a very functional floor plan. As we get about halfway through the coach, we're going to get to where the bunkhouse area is at. Now the unique thing about how we do our bunkhouses is that the top bunk is always designed to where it can fold up, to where now this is a nice big wardrobe closet for me as I'm going down the road. Great for storage or any additional items that you may want to bring. Now across from the bunkhouse, you're going to get this half bath. This half bath is going to give you that access to the bathroom when you're going down the road. So behind the half bath, we're going to enter our bedroom. What you're going to notice first about our bedroom is our nice big 72 by 80 king bed. It is going to be a motorized tilt-a-view bed, which helps increase this floor space if I'm not actually laying down in the bed sleeping. It gives me more room to get changed, anything like that. And then you have your 32-inch bedroom TV with storage behind that. You got a good 6 banks of drawers below and nice wardrobe space. Now above my head here, you're also going to find a ceiling fan in all your Berkshire XL bedrooms. Finally, behind that, you're going to get our rear bath. This is going to be the full bath of the coach. You're going to find a nice big shower with a nice big seat. You're also going to have the shower miser system in the shower. What that shower miser system does is that if I engage it, what it will do is it will clear out the water in the lines and recirculate it back to the freshwater tank while I'm waiting for that water to warm up if I'm trying to conserve water. It's a great little feature if you're into dry camping. Also in the rear bath here, you're going to get your stackable washer and dryer. So you're going to get your vanity top with storage above and actually storage below. And then you're going to have your macerator toilet that's going to be a porcelain toilet. So let's kind of talk about some of the HVAC features of this coach. This 40C is going to feature 3 15,000 BTU AC units. If you notice, they're all going to be ducted in the roof. Now the front and the rear one will have a heat pump built into them. So if we look at that heat pump, I look at the floor heat, I look at the fireplace, I got a good source of electric heat to just take off the chill in the morning. Now to run all of those, I would need to either run my generator or be connected to 50 amp. Now my other heat source is going to be hydronic heating. On the Berkshire XL product line, we're going to feature a Chinook Oasis hydronic heating system. How that hydronic heating system works is that you have a diesel burner and you have 2 electric heating elements. The diesel burner is what you're going to want to kick on to get the heat exchanger up to temperature. The electric elements are there just to maintain that temperature. That hydronic heating is going to work as your water heater while also your main heat source for the coach. As we walk up front here, one last feature I always like to point out is going to be our drop-down bed. We use a drop-down cab-over bed in every product that we build. Why? Because it just enhances your sleeping area and helps maximize that cab space. It's going to be a 500-pound capacity bunk, and the nice thing about this is when you're not using it, you just run it up and it's out of your way. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video on the Berkshire XL 40C. If you have any additional questions or would like more information, please check out our website, www.forestriverinc.com/BerkshireXL.